Hello there, and welcome to Pink Milk, your Star Wars podcast for us superfans.
And those of us who are forced to listen to them.
Today is someday, and someday we're talking found families and Star Wars visions. Visions. Get ready, Thomas. It's time to drink up.
Drink up.
Hello there, Pop Pop.
Hello there.
How are you?
I am doing well. How you doing?
I am so darn excited.
Well,
Did that sound genuine or not?
not at all, but I know that you are.
I really
Really what?
really love Star Wars Visions. Like, so much.
You have no idea how relieved I am. As your husband to hear that,
Yeah.
that just means there'll be happy equilibrium, wonderfulness in the house the next couple of weeks, and I'll hear all these wonderful things about Star Wars Visions.
And also, we'll probably watch it 800,000 times.
Thank God they're short.
Friday on our live stream, I was like super like bouncing off the walls with pure joy because I don't think I've loved anything Star Wars as much as I love this since the prequel trilogy.
This one gave you a lot of variety, so
I think, it gave a lot of different things, which we will get into here shortly. I just feel like it was so Star Wars. It was really good. It was pew, 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 fun, amazing action scenes, and some just super, like, fun action episodes. But we also got a lot of lore, a lot of thinking. And as we said at the top of the show, I think this show has some found family moments that has never been done better in Star Wars.
I would agree.
So that obviously speaks to us and our family very well. So we'll be going down some of those roads. Hopefully I don't get as emotional as I did on Friday.
Fingers crossed, people.
I think I got it all out. How was your week, hun?
It's been a busy week, but it's been a good one. No complaints. And how was your week?
Well, my week is about to start to be one of the greatest weeks ever. You know why?
I have a good idea, but why didn't you tell everybody?
I'm on vacation.
Fantastic.
And I'm staying home. And it's great. The house is quiet. I feel somewhat like a bad parent because I purposely chose to take a week off from work when the kids were in school.
Hey, you also had a week off when you were with them, so
I did. And my next vacation is with them right before Thanksgiving.
that's right.
Wrapping it all up. This is what it looks like when you don't take any of your vacations until like the last quarter of your year. I'm going to watch lots of Star Wars Visions. I'm going to do all sorts of things. I have a book to read that I'm very excited and an author to prepare to interview for because I have a copy of Ronin, the first Star Wars Visions novel. And I'm going to be speaking to the author, Emma, here next week, I think.
That's pretty awesome.
And they seem so incredibly nice, and I'm so excited. And spoiler alert, for a little bit in the future, The Duel is one of my favorite episodes. There was a lot of world building, so I can't wait to dive into that book and find out more about the Ronin.
The Ronin.
So I have to read this tweet from your boyfriend, Jason, that I really like.
How are you, Jason?
Hello, baby Snips. He was responding to someone else's tweet, which none of this means anything to you because you're not really on Twitter. But Jason says, keep going for a second because I got to find it again. I lost it. There we go. Here we go.
Well, good thing I didn't get going.
It probably is. Jason said, no other podcast I've heard takes such a deep philosophical approach to Star Wars. You all are the best for these conversations.
That was really nice.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it is really nice.
I got a little...
You must not be talking about me, though.
No, you bring it.
I bring it?
Someone on the live stream said their favorite part of the podcast last week was when you were singing "Ding ding ding goes the trolley." Ding 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 goes the bell. Ding ding ding. But
Sometimes I don't know where these things just jump in my head.
we've had some people saying really nice things lately. Talking about how much they like the show, the value they find in the show, the fact that we're open and honest. It's really nice.
Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate that for sure.
I feel like maybe I've been a little reflective anyways, because After Dark is coming up on a year.
Holy cow.
In like just a little over a week, will be 1 full year of live streaming with Mark and Emma. Chase joined us back in July.
Wow.
So it's really amazing. That's great.
That's flown by.
It really has. And on November 11th, New Beginnings will mark the 2-year anniversary of you and I doing this together.
Wow.
So I think I'm in a little bit of like pink milk, like reflective time.
And we really started before that. Because we wanted to have a backlog of shows.
We did. And we also...
A little secret.
We also were really nervous. I think we probably recorded the first episode like 5 or 10 times because we were never happy with it. Then we still had a really horrible first episode. Those first ones were not good.
Well, let's face it. We didn't know what we were doing.
No. I don't think the sound quality was very good. You know, whatever. We've come a long way. I'm really proud of us.
Yes, we have.
You have
It's
done
all to you. All congratulations to you.
Not really just to
thanks
me,
to
to
you.
all of us. Because you do great stuff too. And I couldn't do this without you because you're my honey.
Aw, thank you.
You're like my little honey bunny, like Lop.
Who?
We're going to get you a little parasol to like jump off buildings.
That does sound fun.
What has been your favorite part of the podcast?
Well, absolutely, hands down, spending time with my honey, number one. And number two, interacting with people.
Through me?
Well, yes, but I mean, I've been on
Okay, I
podcasts
see.
and, you know, we've done a lot. We've met a lot of people. Actually, let me rephrase that. A lot of people have come into our world that never would have come into our world. They're not necessarily... Matter of fact, I think out of everyone, there was one that was in Arizona. Literally just one.
Yep.
Other than that,
pink
every
Wookiee.
person... Exactly, the pink Wookiee. Other than that, we have, we've met all these wonderful people all over the place. Even in other countries, so... I mean, really, Australia, Canada. There was another person somewhere... was it India? Or
Brazil.
Brazil, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's been amazing as far as I'm concerned.
It's just, I don't know. It's brought things that I didn't think quite possible. I think we are more successful than I thought we could have been. And I'm really grateful because I feel like we're really just ourselves. We talk about the things that we've always talked. Well,
That's true.
I talk about the things I've always talked about. You listen to me talking about the things I've always talked about.
That's true too.
And people seem to like it, which just makes you feel good because it's like they also like you and me.
Yeah.
And Mark and Emma and Chase.
And that feels good. And we absolutely do not take it for granted.
No.
We're very grateful and we're super appreciative. So
Yep.
thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I think we're going to do something cool on the live stream. We'll figure out something fun to do for our 2-year birthday. And whatever. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but we'll figure something out.
So November 11th for the podcast. And
Like October 9th or 12th. I just looked it up and I keep forgetting. Sometime mid-October.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm super stoked.
What's the gift for a 2-year anniversary that you're getting me?
I think
Paper?
I think we've talked about we don't really do gifts in this house
I
for
want
each other.
a gift. I want a gift.
I'll get you a new microphone.
Because
How's that?
our
How about I get you-
14-year anniversary is coming up. So
that's even sooner.
yeah.
How about I get you a
You're
new
getting
chair?
nothing for that one.
How about I get you a chair to sit in?
No, I like
Other-
this chair.
You like your dining room chair?
Yeah.
You don't want a gaming chair?
No, I don't sit in it that often.
How about I get some more lights for the room after last week?
I think you have enough.
You know, I heard from not one, not two, like maybe 3 or 4 people that you were cursing in last week's podcast. You opened the podcast with the S word.
You know what I did?
People were shocked. You're supposed to be the holy one here.
I know. Sometimes
the goody two shoes.
the Jersey boy comes out. My apologies.
All right, Pop. Are you ready to jump in to Star Wars Visions? Because I've got a lot to say, and I really want to talk to you mostly about 2 episodes.
Okay.
We're going to talk about our favorites and just questions that you may or may not have.
All
All
right.
of those things. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get into
Let's
it.
do it.
So, yo, Duncan?
donuts?
That was dumb.
Which part?
All of it. What are your overall thoughts on Visions?
You know, people may not believe me because I was not very excited about it.
You weren't.
No, I wasn't. And no buts about it. It truthfully was very, very good. I'm surprised myself, so please. I do not like that it all happened at once, which is so funny. I know you and I have chatted about this outside of the podcast, how I really didn't like that's what happened with The Mandalorian. We get one a week. It felt like it wasn't enough.
Hold on.
Now,
Hold.
I'm on the other side saying, I didn't have time to digest them all, which I don't even think I finished them all. I know I finished 5 of 7. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. But I have to say, all 5, I'd say 4 I thought were great, and 1 which was the first one, I just wasn't ready for it yet. I think if I rewatched it again, I'd probably have a different opinion.
You keep saying you don't like things to
I never
wait
say things like that.
because you forget. I forget what happens.
It's true.
So why would you want this one to wait?
Because they were so short. No, actually, I take that back. We all know they were short. Mm-hmm. They were so good that I didn't have time to digest and really think through one before you had me watching the next one.
I mean, this is proof in the pudding that you don't need a whole lot of time to tell a really great story. It's about doing everything you can with what you've got between the visual storytelling, the written word, the music, all of it. Because these stories, man, there's a lot in them.
There is. I was left wanting more, though.
Well, that's good, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I wonder if there's ever a second season. They will literally take the same. Was there 7? Is that what it was?
9.
9. Oops.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I saw 7 then. I wonder if they'll pick up and now tell another portion of the story.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of conversation on Twitter, actually, with people wanting more, wanting a Visions Season 2, continuing all of these stories. There's conversations of, no, don't continue these stories. Leave them where they are. They told their story. And let new creators come in and do something similar, just with all new stuff. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I feel like we had a lot of this conversation on Friday night. So if you're listening, you can listen to that podcast. I don't need to rehash all of it here. But like, I think Chase, they were at the point where they didn't want anything else. They said that it's kind of nice and different for Star Wars to just have a day in the life of, and that's it. And leave us wanting more and leave us wondering what happened to them and let us tell our own stories about them, which is cool. I respect that. I think I'm cool with a Visions Season 2 of introducing all new stories, all new characters. But for me, like selfishly, I want some of these to have their own series. Like they don't need to be like a big epic, you know what I mean? Like a handful of episodes, a movie, something like that, with a few of them. Because I feel like I know where Chase is coming from and I respect it, but there just wasn't enough of the full story for me to be okay with leaving it where it was. Mm-hmm. With most of them.
I'm in the same boat. I agree with you 100%.
You know, some of them, yes. Some of them, 100%. 100%. I can like see doing that. One of my favorite things that this did was, I mean, I'm telling you, this is my favorite thing that Star Wars has done since George has left. Like, hands down, easily my favorite thing. I am like, there's so much percolating in my brain about what all of this can mean. You know, we said at the beginning of the show your boyfriend and their kind words of how we like to approach Star Wars on a philosophical level, and like there's so much to chew on in this, and there's so many layers to all of them. Even some of the surface stuff, like the Twins episode, which is the really bright, crazy one that just felt like an 80s cartoon to me. It was so fast. It was really hammy in its dialogue of like lifting lines from other movies. It was really campy, but kind of in that there was some really interesting things. Like they were created to be these dark side beings. The guy's lightsaber went from red to blue, so there's like purple, and like there's a lot of depth in that too. The whole idea of like walking away from it was another position of Luke and Leia if they were both Force users and didn't agree. It was really there's just so much tact in all of these. But I think one of my favorite things that happened is I love George Lucas. We all know that, but this couldn't have happened if he was still in charge. I don't think. George, but who knows where he would have went, I guess. But like he was concerned with telling the Skywalker saga, which I love. I love following that family tree. Like I love those 9 movies. We know that. But this gives Star Wars a different point of view. And this is where Lucasfilm being bought out by Disney and wanting to spread its wings and to branch out, I think is like, this is where it's really successful. You know, it felt like Star Wars, but it felt like someone else telling Star Wars.
And it was a fresh interpretation of Star Wars. I agree. It felt like Star Wars, but it wasn't Star Wars at all. But you knew, because you knew what Star Wars was, that the general plot.
It was just honestly, it was really very different. And it's just really exciting that here we are, 40-something years later, it still can feel very new.
You know what I want to know? How did this all happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I would imagine all the writers are given some kind of direction, but how cool
I don't think
is
they
this?
were.
Yeah, well, that's it. How cool is this now? Did they leave it open to everybody? Leave it open to the team? Hey, everybody submitted an idea. I mean, I just find this very, very interesting. How did it all come about?
Yeah.
Because what a humongous risk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to take something like this,
So, there's a couple behind-the-scenes features that I haven't watched yet. Okay. I think I've mentioned this before. I love behind-the-scenes stuff. I find it really interesting, but I don't like to see it too quickly. Like, I need to come to my own feelings about what I need to take from them at that moment, because Star Wars always changes. But I don't want the creator influence on me at the beginning. You know? Justina Ireland kind of talked a little bit about this when she was on a few weeks ago to talk about the High Republic, which is doing something else. It's a book initiative, but like they're 400 years before Star Wars. It's giving us a look at the Jedi that we've never had before. And they gave them a lot of freedom to just kind of run with it. Wow. And I feel like that's what they wanted to do with the sequel trilogy, which I really respect. I love we've talked about this probably, but just another 1, 2, 3 for you is like there was no real plan with the sequel trilogy. They wanted this baton. What's the relay race? Is that what it's called? Baton. Yeah, like, and they passed the baton on to the next director, and then that's how they were going to tell the story. I kind of like that, like, really artsy, daring, bold way to tell a multi-million-dollar, huge, epic pop culture phenomenon that we all knew the sequel trilogy would be. Like, I think it takes guts and gusto. So I didn't want to slam it. I feel like there had to have been some plan. There had to be some idea of something. But unfortunately, the sequel trilogy for me missed a lot. Whereas this hit. They weren't connected. You know, each story wasn't connected to the next one, so that probably made it easier. But there was a thesis going on in all of Visions that they all felt connected in a way, I think. Do you feel, or are they just completely separate?
I feel they were totally separate.
Okay.
I mean, they were connected from the standpoint of, like I said, it's Star Wars. You know, the general idea, what's going on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I thought they were all completely different. I mean, the first one is probably the one I scratched my head the most and didn't quite follow.
Okay.
maybe I wasn't ready with that whole, stigma in my head of anime. And that really was more, most like what I was thinking was anime. However, I think I was just so excited. And of course, you woke me up at 5 a.m. So it was even earlier, actually. 5 a.m. is late.
I think it was 4 because I'd been up since 3:30 and I couldn't sleep and then I got you up. But like, I mean, that was the most bold and daring artistic direction. It just looked very, very different, which I loved. But one quick question before we get into some of this other stuff. This is not canon. Do you know what that means?
At first, I'd be like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, but I've been around long enough to know what you people are talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of like, it doesn't really count. Some people call it counting.
Oh.
Like, I just don't care. To me, I love all of Star Wars, and it's Star Wars. I relate to the people that I relate to. I relate to the themes that I relate to. I relate to the characters and the situations I relate to. I don't care where it comes from.
But I can see how maybe some fans out there might be like, well, hey, this is distracting from the whole picture of what I have and what you've written for me and the world I've created in my head.
Like, where do you think you would be if you were... I mean, you're not invested in anything like this that isn't real anyways.
Right.
So it's hard. But, like, if you were... I mean, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'd be doing? You're asking me how I'd react to it?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have even known. Because what's the connection? Visions, Star Wars? I mean, they're two totally different things.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have even known that there was one coming or that it came on the TV. And then if I looked at it, I'd be like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, this isn't Star Wars. And I would have turned it off.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, so it wouldn't have worked for you if I wasn't sitting here.
I wouldn't have seen the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all of that is not, in my lane exactly.
I get it.
So
Yeah. Cool.
just goes to show sometimes when you have somebody else.
You see things through their eyes.
You got it. That's what I was going to say.
Do you have a favorite character from any of these?
You think I'm going to remember any of their names?
Look, you can describe them. I don't know. Or do you just not really have one?
No. I liked the one that I associated. It was like a godlike figure. It was the one with the little robot and the godlike figure who was the creator. I think he created all these people because he was probably lonely in the world. He just reminded me of God in a way. He was like that big.
Are you talking about TO-B1?
I don't know what the name.
The robot that wanted to be a real boy,
but
the
not
Pinocchio
him. It
story?
was the father. It was the creator.
Oh, okay. The professor, they call it.
Professor. Okay, yeah.
Well, we're going to get into that because
Oh, well, look at that.
Professor, I think, is the number one parent in all of Star Wars now.
Oh, okay.
Like, I got really emotional, so hopefully I cried it all out on Friday. I was not expecting that, but the way Chase and Mark were talking about it hit me in the feels, man. It hit me in the feels. Mostly because of Mike. We'll talk about it a little bit because I want your input. Was that your favorite episode? Do you have a favorite episode?
Let's say this. It's the one I probably remember the most.
Okay.
All right.
I'm so completely shocked that that's the one you remember the most. I going into this thought that was the one you would have disliked the most. It's the most childlike and it's the most kind of fun and lighthearted. Like the little bloopity blops in the sound design of that episode are like stick out to me.
It was the one most unlike Star Wars to me. The one I had least expected to see, probably.
I will say that I understand where you're coming from. Of it's the most unlike Star Wars, but it was the most, not the most. It was so influenced by Star Wars and took the lessons of Star Wars and applied it to something else. That's how I feel. Because it's actually, let's just talk about that for a minute.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. So, there's a lot of discourse in the Star Wars community wanting to get away from the Skywalker saga and getting away from Luke Skywalker. A lot of people are very upset that Rey was related to Palpatine, and they liked Rey nobody, that she wasn't related to anybody. There's a lot of discourse about the prequel trilogy of why does everyone have to go back to a Skywalker. I liked the idea in the original trilogy that anyone could be a Jedi. I don't see that. I don't see where people are coming up with that. We were following a family. The Skywalker saga, the original 9 movies, were about one big family. So I think bringing Rey back into that somehow made sense to me, storytelling-wise. Following Anakin Skywalker into Luke Skywalker, and then into, like, I think it's really beautiful, quite frankly, that Palpatine's the one who could have very easily destroyed the Skywalkers. He converted Anakin into the dark side. He tried taking Luke down, and the Skywalkers really won because they took a Palpatine. And at the end of the day, the light side and hope that the Skywalkers now stand for are what brought dark to light. When light rises, dark is, or when darkness rises, light to meet it, is what Snoke says in The Last Jedi. And out of darkness came Rey, and she met the light and went that way. And I think it's actually really poetic and really beautiful. And let alone the idea of found family and changing last names and being gay and getting married and changing my last name that we've all talked about. But just story-wise, I think it's really beautiful. But I think this episode, anyone can be a Jedi. You know, and seeing that little droid imagining himself as a real boy was really, really beautiful. You know, I think in Star Wars, for me, droids are real people. You know what I mean? They're treated like individuals most of the time until they're not. And so now we have the professor who treated his son like a real boy. And it was really beautiful. What was it about that character that you liked so much? What is it about this episode that you think you're holding on to more than the others?
Well, visually, I thought it was visually stunning.
Okay.
So attractive. So yeah, I was attracted to it. I mean, he was really the only person, the professor was the only person in it, human, right? And it was just something different. And probably that the droid, who I think I called a robot before.
They both work. Luke calls droids robots.
It was nice to see something from their perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I relate to the droids as a queer person a lot. We talk a lot about that on After Dark. But I'm thinking about this episode a lot as a dad, and there's a lot of conversation to bring it also back to Skywalkers and Palpatines and about blood, and everyone's so connected with the idea of blood relationships with one another. Maybe it's because I'm adopted myself that I've never understood that. I don't relate to it. People that were blood related to me never cared about me the same way that people didn't accept me because I was adopted. So it just never has been this thing. And for me, so I'm curious on, because your family's really into the family tree and the history that comes along with that. Maybe because your grandparents were immigrants. There's like a lot of relationship and interest in that in the upbringing you had. So you might feel very, very differently than me. But first, before we even start speaking about adopting our kids, like someone who's married or has a partner of some sort, like we're not related by blood, but you were the person that I am closest to who probably knows me more than anybody else in the entire world is you. And I would hope that you feel the same way. Like I know you more than anybody else does.
I do.
And we love each other very much, right? Like
We do.
You know what I mean? Like you are my, you know what I mean? Like I would do anything and leave anyone for you. That's just the way. You'd hope it doesn't come to that, but that's, you know what I mean? If you have to pick a side, I will always pick you. Like, so I don't understand when people are married and have their own children, but your partner isn't. So if you can find peace of knowing that that person who isn't blood related to you and hold them up to that kind of level, why does it matter about anybody else? Like, I'm really curious on your thoughts of found family in a way like that, or marriage or whatever. Like, how do you think about that?
Well, I think very highly of found family because I myself have one, you know? So I think how grateful and how lucky I am. You know, to me and to my family, there is no difference between, you know, our adopted boys and the rest of the family. They are family. I understand. Hey, I mean, it's fairly obvious. You know, blood is. You know, usually you see yourselves and some things in them. You know, so I understand that that's how people maybe just naturally think. Because I think that, you know, as well. But I have the gift of seeing the other side of it as well, where you actually do see yourself in your children, and there might not be the same exact blood running through your veins. Because, come on, you can see in the 3 kids, you know, who clearly, you know, I mean, they're even taking on some resemblance. But behaviors and characteristics and personalities and things like that. I definitely see it. And technically, none of us have the same blood. So
Yeah, I think the Barrys walk into a room, I think they would all know we're one family. Like,
oh, yeah.
The kids literally look like one another now. They carry themselves like each other. Everything is that. You know, maybe it's because of how I came to be, the way I was raised. Like, I just don't see that. And quite frankly, I used to get mad when I was younger and people would talk about, well, who's your real dad? Like, that is my real dad, you know? And I have an unhealthy relationship with my dad, just like lots of people have unhealthy relationships with their bio dads too. It's just the same to me. Like, one of the things that, for me personally, I get really insulted by, and it makes me actually really angry, is when you hear people say, like, oh, your son looks just like you. You'd have no idea that you weren't blood related. Like, I think it's coming from a good place. They're trying to pay you a compliment.
I agree.
But they underhand that by saying, but they're less than. You're less than if it was that.
And probably to them, they're trying to make you feel even better about it, but they're just working on the assumption that you may not. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're working on the assumption that one is the right way and the other way is the different way.
Exactly. It's not a right or wrong. It's probably more... It's just more common.
Honestly, I think it's really... Do you ever get it? Like, I find it incredibly insulting. And I'm, like I said, I know it's coming from a good place. I'm not over there going, rah, rah, rah. That's not my MO.
It depends on the person. You know me. Yeah. You and I are a little different that way. You know, I just recognize it as, they were doing their best that they could when they offered that up.
Yeah.
Unless... you know, there's a tone that comes along with it, then in which case, you know, I mean, they're dead to me and I'll never talk to them again.
Which is where we're different, because I'll still go back and try to mend a fence.
And I just won't talk to you again.
But it's like, I generally come back with, he is my son. He just happens to have 3 dads. That's how I normally handle it. Like, because they are our children. We are their fathers. Like, it is not, there is no... That was the thing. Like, I found this story in particular so incredibly powerful and beautiful because of that. That father raised that little boy as if he was his own. And because of that, you know, the whole... The episode opens up that the planet was basically dead. Something came in and killed everything. And so the professor, who also, you know, like... Hope brought up in the chat, you know, Hope, the representation of disability, because he had no arms, and how great that was. And to me, I'm like, oh my God, that's just these Sith people, or that Inquisitor, whatever he was supposed to be, the bad guy in this. Like, I'm like, I think they probably took his arms away, because as the episode went on, we found out he was a Jedi of some sort and had a lightsaber. So they probably took his arms away, thinking they were going to destroy him by not being able to wield a lightsaber anymore. But he figured it out anyways, because that's what, you know, a true light side force user can do. But, like, he inspired his son to always believe that you can be a Jedi. Because just like in real life fandom, people are so stuck on the idea that the Jedi have to be born to be this, which, again, I don't think Star Wars has ever said that. Never once did I ever think that. But the professor, his father in this, was like, you can be anything you want to be. It does not matter where you come from. You can be anything you want to be. Here's a lightsaber. Go be a Jedi. And he believed in his son so much, that's what he did. And I found it to be just so incredibly beautiful. And then the son went off to become a Jedi. You know, he flies away in his Jedi starfighter, but also is going to plant trees throughout the galaxy, whatever they were. We're going to call them trees, and fulfilled his father's wish for him too. And he was able to do both. I mean, isn't that what every parent probably wants for their child?
Absolutely.
You know, we talk a lot to our kids about being able to, no matter where they came from, how they got to us, they can be anything they want to be, you know? And I hope parents are changing, because I think when we were growing up, parents expected you to be lots of things. I want you to be this. Oh, you have to go to college. Well, you have to go to college for that, and you need a real job. You need this. Like, I really love a parent that who will talk to their kids and come to their level, meet them where they are, is what I have been saying. And I think this.
But we do also say, hey, we want you to go to college.
Well, of course, yeah.
Hey, I think you might this might be a career choice that you seem suited for, especially with Eli.
Yes. Assuming that he follows that little path. But at the same time,
I think that's just a parental thing that,
Probably, but I know both of us, if our child was driven enough to not go to school because they had this ambition, I think we would be on board with that, because I want them to achieve their dreams. Hopefully we raise them the right way to achieve those dreams in a healthy and responsible way, you know? But this episode was really beautiful. It was not in my top, I think, on second watch, but it's sticking with me a lot because of that. And I really see us in that father, and I see our kids in that little boy. And maybe that's every family, I don't know. But the fact that I can really relate to it as a droid and a human father, because, yeah, I don't know. I really relate to it.
I totally see it.
The other episode that I really relate to is Lop and Ocho. And that's the little bunny girl and the father and daughter that adopt her. So we meet this little rabbit, basically, who... I don't remember. There was an opening to the beginning of the thing, but like basically this rabbit, they're slaves. And they were brought to this planet to try to mine it or use the resources, whatever they're doing. And she somehow escaped. Her family's no longer around. I'm assuming they died or were taken or whatever. And she's, in a little market or whatnot, and stumbles upon this little girl, meets her, and is like, oh, you're going to join our family. And the father's like, after a couple of comedic moments, he adopts her. And then we flash forward to 7 years. And we find out that the bio daughter is basically siding with the Empire. And her father, the bio father, is trying to protect the home because the Empire is doing what the Empire does and takes everything over. And the little rabbit, Lop, sticks by her father. And the thing that I loved so much was there was never once in this episode was it brought up that they were not bi-related, like as a less than or more so. It was, you are part of the family over and over and over and over and over again. And I think you and I have talked about this before, but I'm so tired. I'm curious how you feel about this. I'm tired of stories following a foster child, whether or not they're adopted or not, who is the angry one for a good chunk of the film until the end. And then some resolution comes, and now they're happy, and they realize they're all one big family. Like, that is the story, right?
Yeah, more often than not.
And this was just like, you were part of the family, and they moved on. They never address it again. And the fact that they chose to have the bio daughter, the one betray the father, I think says so much for the power of found family and chosen family.
I agree.
Like, it was really, really, really impactful for me, because that father looked at his little girl and said, you are just as much my daughter as my daughter is. And he actually passed on the 1,000-year-old generational lightsaber to her. You know, it just was beautiful. And even the daughter, who was bad, there's like a car ride basically, and she's like, you know, you're not from here. But it wasn't, you're not even my sister. You're not blood. You don't understand. They did not even approach that. That wasn't what that's not what they did. And I found it really amazing. Like, was there anything in this that spoke to you? Like those kinds of things? Like any of it? You mentioned, you know, your family's really good to our boys too. Like there is no difference.
100%.
They are berries.
Absolutely, 100%. And they're very good to him, is right. Yeah.
You know, we need more stories. You know, we end up talking a lot about queer rep.
Yeah, actually, to answer your question real quick, it's just one more example of how they were trying to choose a new approach. And that is actually what's nice about Visions, just wrapping it up. That's what's nice about Visions. They're all new takes on things. So that's an example, because we've always seen it the other way. You know, the foster child had the problem 90% of the, you know, good chunk of the movie. Well, they didn't have that in this particular case. They didn't even use the term. So 100%. It was a fresh approach.
It was great. Like we talk about queer representation more than anything on this podcast, but this is equally, if not more so, important to me as a father to give this kind of representation, because the world does not think highly of foster kids. They love them when they're little and they're babies and they're cute. But the minute they start to get older, the minute there's a problem, well, it must be that. Like, that is the story over and over and over. Kids who age out of the system, who are older, they must be a problem child. You know, we had a teacher in his kindergarten teacher, kept going back to, well, maybe it's because he's a foster child. Maybe it's because she was constantly defining moments where he struggled with certain things and blaming it on that. Like, it was, you're another, you're another, you're another, you're another. Like, you can be an other and still be great. And that, you know, like, she was the one with the lightsaber at the end of the day. And she chose the right path. And I think it's just, I don't know, like, I want more of that. To be totally honest, I want more of it.
Well, you might be getting it.
You know, that is something that we could talk about with Jedi and Padawans and stuff that we don't get to talk about as much as I would like to. Do you have, like, that was the episode visually that I was like, oh, Tom's not going to be into this. Because when I think anime, like, that is where my mind goes to first, is something like this. With the little bunny girl, and like, it's super cutesy.
No, I liked it. I actually liked it. It was the first one that was most anime-like for me. In my mind's picture of what anime, you know, the pencils and the So, but that had a really good story to it, so.
Yeah, it was great. And I liked this one, and The Village Bride had these very androgynous imperial officers with like mascara and like gender bending things that I was all here for. They were great. Where do you think you would like Visions to go next?
I'd like it to come back, first of all.
Okay.
And I guess most likely it's going to choose 9 new stories. However, wouldn't it be cool if there was a extension of everything that we just saw? I think that would be the coolest thing.
You know, I think for me, Visions second season, I think I'm finding myself there. I was not there until Friday, but I think I want all new stories, but I need some of these other stories to continue in some sort of other way, whether it's a movie, whether it's miniseries. Like The Ninth Jedi was probably my favorite one. That's the one with the girl with the little side pony, which I'm usually not here for a side pony, but she could pull it off. She looked great. Kara, I think her name was, or Kara or something. And The Duel too. You mentioned The Duel. There was so much lore and world building in those that I was really, really here for. I think it did, like The Ninth Jedi is way after The Rise of Skywalker. It's somewhere in the future, and the idea of the Jedi had died again. That is something that, you know, the sequel trilogy handled, of this myth of the Jedi and who is Luke Skywalker and all that. But like, this was bringing it back in a really fresh way of honoring what came before, and that did this whole cool thing with lightsabers changing color and all of that. Were you surprised when all those people became Aura Sith and they ignited their red lightsabers?
Yes.
Do you even remember?
I don't think I saw that one.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes.
Was that one of the early morning one that you made me watch? There's a few I'm behind on. Sorry. Yeah, I just want to be honest.
Gotta be honest.
Gotta be honest. Can't talk about that one.
Okay. So
All
you
right.
liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved it.
Did you though?
Visions. Collective. We're talking about visions.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly. I am pleasantly surprised.
Well, I'm not pleasantly surprised. I think maybe we should go on break.
Let's do it.
Drink up.
Drink up.
And
We're back.
we're back. Just a reminder, section 2 of this here podcast, section 2, that sounds so bad. Part 2, the return, the back half, the other part, section 2,
Up
1B.
next.
The up next section of this podcast is brought to you by Luminous Buck. Luminous Buck, just the friend you want in your corner. Whether you like Jedi, dislike Jedi, whether you love Din Luke or Din Cobb, Buck's just the man you want. Thank you, Buck. Thank you, Buck, for my trivia box.
Thank you, Buck.
I usually have lots
It's
of
a
fun
really
with
great box, too.
Thank you. It is a box. You know my box pretty well.
It's a trivia box.
Never know.
Okay, Brian, how's this going to go?
Who goes first? You go first.
I'm going to go first this time.
Okay. You didn't get that reference, did you?
No. Question number 1. What did Owen Lars tell Luke Skywalker his father had been? A Jedi Knight. B, a Sith Lord. C, a navigator on a spice freighter. D, a fighter pilot.
A fighter pilot, D.
Uh,
A Jedi. You told me it was Jedi.
just stop.
That's really basic. I should have gotten that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe. A navigator on a spice freighter.
Oh, wait. So I'm like super wrong?
Yeah, that's why I stopped you. Because I don't want you to lose your title being the super fan.
Well, I don't like Uncle Owen. Tom's marking the points we learned from last week. We've got tick marks. All right, Thomas, you ready?
I am ready.
Who played Boba Fett? This is payback for last week and all of my behind-the-scenes questions.
Boba Fett. Played Boba Fett.
A, Tamura Morrison. B, Daniel Logan. C, Jeremy Bullock. D, David Prowse. I'm going to give half...
D, David Prowse.
Oh, definitely not. That's a big zero.
Oh, C. Then it's C.
C is what they have. But technically speaking, Daniel Logan played a young Boba Fett, and Tamura Morrison was the voice of Boba Fett. So Jeremy Bullock was the man underneath the helmet in chunks of Return of the Jedi, and I think all of Empire Strikes Back. Maybe not some of the There might have been one or two. So it's kind of a trick question.
Yeah, and I got it wrong. So.
You did get it wrong.
I did.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Question number 2. From which planet did Grand Moff Tarkin tell Admiral Mahdi to set the Death Star's course? A, Alderaan. B, Tatooine. D, Dantooine. D, Alderaan.
Alderaan.
A?
A, Alderaan.
Ding, 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 ding. Congratulations, Brian.
Dantooine is far too small of a system to something or other. But the people are peaceful. What did the Emperor want according to Obi-Wan Kenobi? What did the Emperor want according to Obi-Wan Kenobi? A. The Millennium Falcon. B. Luke Skywalker and his abilities. C. The end of the rebellion. Or D. Total domination.
C.
Eh.
D.
Eh.
Luke Skywalker and his abilities.
Ding, ding, ding goes the trolley.
That's a 0 for me.
Ding, ding, ding goes the trolley. To 0 points for you.
All right, well, I'm going to look for a hard one now.
Bryan, that's for you.
All right, next question. Question number 3, or round 3. What species is also referred to as a snow lizard?
Oh,
A.
a tauntaun.
Yammock. B. Tauntaun. C. Wampa.
Wampa, wampa, wampa.
Minoc.
No, a tauntaun. B.
Ding, 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 ding.
You know what's really funny? You want to know another trivia thing?
I do.
They smell just as bad on the inside as they do the outside.
Oh, yeah, I saw that part in the movie too.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever have that? Did you ever have a tauntaun toy
No.
when you were a kid?
No.
So there was 2 toys
Okay.
produced by Kenner back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there was other toys later, but the 80s ones. One was just a regular thing, and look, there's a little tauntaun on my desk right now.
Yeah.
There was one that just had a solid belly that you could ride around on, but then they produced another one that had like a rubbery part on the bottom with a slit in it, and you could shove an action figure inside the tauntaun. Like, why do they not make toys like this anymore? Like, how absolutely rad is that? It's really rad.
Somebody got upset somewhere.
I guess so. All right. Who said, "The Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you're not a Jedi yet"? A. Yoda. B. Darth Vader. C. Obi-Wan Kenobi. D. The Emperor. Who said, "The Force is with you, young
B.
Skywalker"?
Darth Vader.
Ding. Ding.
Oh, yes.
Ding.
Got it. Excellent. 1 point for Tom. 2 points for Bryan. Are you ready?
I am totally ready.
This one's good. What did General Riken order? Oh, sorry, can't read. To what did General Riken order all power in Echo Base rerouted? A. The ion cannon. B. The energy shield. C. The medical facility. D. The hangar bay.
Oh, God. The energy field.
Ding, 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 ding. Even when you don't know it, you know it.
I'm on fire! God, it makes me sound like I just don't watch Star Wars. I don't do anything with Star Wars whenever I play these games. What guild did Princess Leia ask Lando whether or not and we're both clearly, our poor children, they're never going to have very good reading skills. What guild did Princess Leia ask Lando whether Cloud City was part of? A. The Tabana Guild. B. The Mining Guild. C. The Gasworkers Guild. D. The Ugnaught Guild. What guild did Princess Leia ask Lando?
Ugnaught.
B. The Mining Guild. How many points you got over there, Tom?
I have 1. And you have 3. But we're only not even halfway through yet.
Okay.
So sorry, folks. We're only on number 4. All right. Question number 5. Who was rogue leader in the Battle of Hoth? A. Han Solo. B. Wedge Antilles. C. Cal Alder. D. Luke Skywalker.
D. Luke Skywalker.
Ding, ding, ding.
Rogue 2. We found them. Repeat. We found them. You ready?
I'm as ready as I'll be.
What system was the Millennium Falcon in when the Imperial fleet broke up? What system was the Millennium Falcon in when the Imperial fleet broke up? A. Hut space. B. The Anote system. C. The Hoth system. D. The Dagobah system.
D.
You'll get the next one.
Thanks for your optimism.
Well, last week, didn't you beat me last week? Or no, I came through in the end.
But you know what? It's not impossible yet, folks. He has
not.
4 and I have 1, but we have 5 questions to
You
go.
can always bring it up to the rear.
All right. What species is referred to as a snow lizard?
You just asked this question.
Well, then you're not going to get it right. Shuffling. Okay, here we go. Question number 6. How many nostrils do tauntauns have? A, 2, B, 4, C, 6, D, 8.
4.
Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, not looking good.
All right. What did Han Solo say to Princess Leia after she said, I love you? What did Han Solo say to Princess Leia?
I don't want to brag, but I know this one. But go ahead and give me the options just in case.
A, I love you too. B, I know. C, finally, she admits it. D, will you marry me?
B, I know.
Thank God.
And I'm already marking my check down because I know I got that correctly.
I mean, you should know that because in our...
I should know a lot of things.
In our little tile, like our podcast image, the part of Princess Leia... Well, really, the part of Cobb Vanth playing Princess Leia is played by you. I am Din Djarin, cosplaying as Han Solo in our romantic Empire Strikes Back kiss.
Excellent.
And you...
Question number 7, people.
Just like Princess Leia, you are no damsel in distress.
Nope. Let's see. Question number 7. Who was Luke Skywalker's tail gunner in the Battle of Hoth? A, Wedge Antilles. B, Dak Rattler. C, Derek Clivion. D, Wes Jansen.
B.
Ding, ding, ding. Next.
Where did Chewbacca find troubled... Excuse me. Where did Chewbacca find a troubled C-3PO in Cloud City? A, Platform 327. B, the Droid Cleansing Center. C, in a junk pile. D, on a mining belt. Where did the mighty Chewbacca find a troubled C-3PO?
D.
In a mining belt?
Yeah, I said on. I thought you said on.
Or on a mining belt?
Yes. In the junk pile.
C.
Damn. That's right, I said it. All right, question number 8. 1, 2. You know what? This is make or break. If I get this right, there's the possibility I could tie. Provided you get the rest of them wrong. All right, here we go.
I did let Michael win this morning during Crazy 8, so maybe I'll feel generous. Throw you a bone.
Because he gave you a card yesterday.
Honestly, hold on real quick. How nice is our son? Remember, he is 7.
The youngest of all
The youngest
three.
of the sons. We were playing Crazy 8s, which Tom and the boys get to do every single day before school. I'm never here. Obvia, I'm on vacation. Hello. And we were playing Crazy 8s, and if you haven't played the game, you can get a wild card. It's an 8. And I didn't have one, and I needed a card because I did not have the color or the number. Michael had 2 Crazy 8s, so my little 7-year-old son said, "Here you go, Daddy. You can have my Crazy 8."
Did you give him a card back in return?
No. So see, I also...
And he won.
Not yesterday.
I thought he won today. He won today.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, today I had a Crazy 8 and I gave him the color that he needed. But really, the moral of the
advance
lesson
our
is
position in the game.
yeah, the moral of the lesson is that our young son is very kind.
Very kind. Very, very kind. All right, here we go. Question number 8. How wide was the target area the rebel pilots had to fire at when attacking the Death Star?
I can tell you it's not a lot bigger than a Womp Rat.
1 meter, 3 meters, 2 meters, 4 meters.
1 meter.
It's looking good for me, folks.
Darn it. What is it? 2?
2 meters. You were close. But
Not
close
much
doesn't
big.
walk the dog.
I used to blast Womp
Close
Rats
doesn't butter the
in
biscuit.
Beggar's Canyon back at home. They're not much bigger than 2 meters. Darn it. I feel like pulling a Kylo Ren right now. What did Luke Skywalker tell Han Solo he was going to investigate on Hoth? What did Luke Skywalker tell Han Solo he was going to investigate on Hoth? A Wampa. Wampa, Wampa, Wampa. B, a meteorite. C, a probe droid. D, an uncharted settlement. Think about the opening of the film.
D, Uncharted Settlement. Oh, no. What's it, the Wampa? I don't know. Can I hear the question again? Stressing me out.
What did Luke Skywalker tell Han Solo he was going to investigate on Hoth? A Wampa. You have like all of the Empire Strikes Back questions again. B, a meteorite. C, a probe droid. D, an uncharted settlement.
C.
Nope.
Well, you already told me it wasn't D.
A meteorite.
Oh, jeez.
A meteorite fell not far from here. I'm going to go check it out. That's when the Wampa attacked. Because then his little tauntaun was like, and he's like, easy, girl. And then the Wampa pops up and smacks the tauntaun in the head, cuts his throat or breaks his neck or whatever he does. And whacks.
All right.
There we go.
Which weapon short-circuited droid electrical systems? A, bowcaster. B, ionization blaster.
I just
C,
got this one
lightsaber.
last week.
Okay, well then we're not going to give it again because that would be unfair. All right, who was the costume designer?
Oh, Jesus.
You got this last week
Yeah.
too. All right, hold. We're going to do
Actually,
it.
you know what? Let's see if
More
I can get it right this
aggressive.
time. Let's see if I remember, because last time I didn't get it right. We
Okay.
won't count this for points.
Well, then we're not doing it.
Oh, wow. You are like Leia. Proficiency.
There you go. Who had to inform Princess Leia that the shield doors to the rebel base on Hoth had to be closed for the night? Carlist Riken, Cal Aldor, Bren Durlin, and Wedge Antilles. Or Wedge Antilles.
I really don't know. Not
Good. I'm
No,
glad.
not Riken and not Wedge. What are the other two names? B and C, I think they were.
Yeah. Adler and Durlin.
I'm going to say C, Durlin.
Oh, darn. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes! Are you ready, Thomas?
Oh, I'm ready. Wah, wah, wah.
Who said, hurry up, Goldenrod, or you're going to be a permanent resident? A, Princess Leia. B, Luke Skywalker. C, Lando Calrissian. D, Han Solo. Hurry up, Goldenrod, or you're going to be a permanent resident.
D.
They're
Han
all-
Solo.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
like
I got
all
3.
the Empire Strikes Back. You could use a goodbye kiss. My turn. You know, read me a question.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
How many TIE fighters make up a typical attack squadron? A, 12. B, 20. C, 14. D, 10.
I have no idea. 12.
Are you kidding me? You have no idea and you got it right?
I'm trying to make you feel better. Of course I know.
Oh!
Honey, I really don't know. It was a really straight up lucky guess.
Well, the good news is this is going to be the last question.
is back, bitches.
All right,
the
go
super
ahead.
fan
Go.
is back. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. Let's see if you get this. I hope you got it. It's another. Do you want another Empire Strikes Back question?
No, I just want one. Pick one.
Okay, I'm going to do this because I think you can get this one right.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate the confidence.
Which species planned to eat Luke Skywalker? Which species planned to eat Luke Skywalker? A. Twi'leks. B. Ewoks. C. Sulistans. D. Bith. I feel like you only know one of these species anyways. Maybe two. Possibly two.
Is it the cuter one or the not so cuter one?
The cuter one.
Oh, the Ewoks.
Ding, ding, ding. Yub nub. Yub nub.
Yeah. All right. One more?
One more for me, right?
All right, here we go.
Or no. Is there? Yeah, we have one more?
Yeah, I stopped.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to get a real hard one.
Do you want me to give you another one? Because I have one right here.
No. Who was Echo 3? A. Wedge Antilles. B. Han Solo. C. Luke Skywalker. D. Princess Leia.
I think I got this one once already. Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding.
Okay, last one. Last one.
All right.
Who greeted Luke Skywalker at the entrance of Jabba's palace? We just saw this person, too, in Star Wars Visions, and they were adorable. And we saw them at the end of The Mandalorian. A. Ula. B. Sai Snoodles. C. Boba Fett. D. Bib Fortuna. Don't let it trick you, because there's another
It's
character.
Bib Fortuna.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding,
ding.
Look at that. You went out two
Ding,
in a
ding,
row.
ding goes the trolley. 1, 2, 3,
To Winning
4.
Town. I'm proud of you, Pop. You got them. You got the last two right. You don't need to tell anyone how much I beat you by.
Yeah, because we must have done a few more for you because I counted 10 for you and 4 for me.
No, you only got 4 right and missed 6.
Yeah, no, I know. But you got 10 right.
Oh, I don't know. I think you miscounted. It's okay.
Either way, you won.
Either way,
surprise.
I won. So, how was this episode, Pop? How you feeling about Visions before we head out?
Well, I felt good about Visions. Now I'm feeling bad about myself.
Okay, between...
But you know what? Let me just say this out loud. Go back to the first episode. God, I know a lot more than I did back then. I got 4 right. So instead of being like, oh, I got 4 right, I'm like, hey, I got 4 right.
You know, Tom, that is a half full glass of pink milk attitude right there.
Exactly.
And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Maybe
it.
I should take these and study them. Nah.
You know, here, the truth of the matter is, I don't think anyone wants us to be too good at trivia because that just would not be on brand. It would not be funny. Like, there are better people for that.
Well, I have some news.
We're not going to be?
No, we're not going to be. At least I'm not going to be.
I don't think I'm going
Sorry,
to be
Laura.
Yeah, nope.
Who are the trivia people we know?
Well, we know Alice and Laura. We
Alex,
know
right.
Alex and Molly. We know Luke, who was on the show with us, our listener.
See a trivia guy?
Yes, very much so. I think your boyfriend Jason is quite the trivia guy.
Poor guy.
I told him once that you were worried that I would offend him by calling you his boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he laughed. He said, no, it's funny.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, anyone would be honored to have you as a boyfriend. Let's just
you
be
know.
real. Gay, straight, bi, pan, whatever.
Thank you, babes.
Man, woman.
Thanks, hon.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Non-bi, anyone, any human,
Got it. Love you.
any puppy,
Got it, babe.
any
Got it,
goldfish. You're that great.
I agree.
Okay, so last week we watched Princess Mononoke. This week
Yes.
we watched Star Wars Visions. Are you more open to anime now than you were before?
No. But I have to say those two were good. Because I know the anime I don't like. I just
Okay.
haven't seen it, which is good. So as long as you keep it all away from me, I should be good.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds
That's fair.
I guess so. Well,
But I have to
Thomas?
say, the anime did not bother me at all on Visions. I really liked it. Probably the first one is the one I liked the least in as far as anime.
Okay.
It was a great story, though. So.
Oh, the animation-wise.
Yeah, animation-wise. Other than that, everything was good.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Until next week. Don't forget, if you're listening to us on an Apple device, please go ahead and leave us a written review. Give us a 5-star review. It would really help. We've been growing a lot, and we could really use it right before Boba Fett. So if you've been listening to us for a while, but haven't left a review yet, Now's your opportunity.
Smash that like button.
Well, you can do that if you're listening to us on YouTube right now, too.
Oh.
If you're not listening to us on YouTube, try it out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, both at Serving Pink Milk, if you don't already. Where do they want to find you, Tom?
Drink up.
Well, with that, until next week, everyone, drink up.
Drink up.